Such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head and Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
HBCU, League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU, League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU. HBCU, League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU, League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head and Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head and Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
This is Ryan Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
T. Madden and Associates is a sophisticated and experienced law firm located in your neighborhood. We're turning injury to cash.
T. Madden and Associates obtained almost $2 million for my injury. They turned my injury to cash.
Now, we can't guarantee how much your injury is worth, but we've recovered millions for our clients.
Call T. Madden and Associates at 833-PAID-123. That's 833-PAID-123.
Some carriers will give you just one measly entertainment subscription. One is no fun. With Verizon, there's up to 7 entertainment subscriptions with your unlimited plan. That's 7 times the... 7 times the...
No.
7 times the... Music, gaming, Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus, and more. That's 7 times the entertainment! Because everyone deserves better. And with plans starting at just $35, better costs less than you think. Some carriers will give you just one measly entertainment subscription. One is no fun. With Verizon, there's up to 7 entertainment subscriptions with your unlimited plan. That's 7 times the... 7 times the... No! 7 times the... Music, gaming, Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus, and more. That's 7 times the entertainment! Because everyone deserves better. And with plans starting at just $35, better costs less than you think.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him.
Ooh, I like him.
And hello, everyone. Welcome to the Knox Wyndham Gymnasium on the campus of Miles College in Fairfield, Alabama. We've got Miles College Lady Bear basketball as they take on the Tigers of Benedict tonight. And we're already starting things off. Mo Carter and Nick Finch on the broadcast this evening. Nick, clearly we're going to see two teams that want to get off to a fast start, and we're already kind of seeing it from a defensive perspective so far.
Absolutely, and then you have a situation where it's SIAC West versus SIAC East, bragging rights and all types of stuff on the line tonight, and it's in an interdivision matchup.
Absolutely, and let's also go ahead and add that one school is rocking a gold jersey with purple numbers, and another school is rocking a purple jersey with a gold number, and that's Benedict in the latter, and the first one was Miles College. Speaking of Miles College, here we go. We got some things going right now for Leah Greer. She'll kick it over to number 24. That is Tadaria Ashley. Her three-pointer is off the mark. Rebound goes back to Miles College.
This is Amaya Harris right here, a sophomore guard from Anniston, Alabama, the leading scorer for this team. Interested to see how she works tonight.
Here's Harris's shot. It's off the mark. Ashley tries to get the rebound, but it goes the other way to Benedict. So Benedict will take things over now. They've got Amaya Gallman. She will kick it over to number 3, Mahogany Randall. And number 3's three-point attempt is off the mark. Here comes Miles. They're up and running, getting up the court to Tadaria Ashley. She will be fouled on the play, and she'll be heading to the free throw line.
I thought Mahogany Randall had all ball there. I was going to say good hustle, but, you know, I'm not here to.
Actually, they did call it on the floor,
yeah.
So they're taking it out underneath the basket. So here's a turnaround jumper. It is off the mark by number 23, Desaria Randall, 6'2" junior from out of Horn Lake, Mississippi, transfer from Alabama State. We remain scoreless going into the 8-minute 30-second mark here in the gymnasium. And there's a steal attempt, and it goes into the hands of Nariah Slayton. Slayton gets it up to Harris. Harris trying to put the moves on Randall, but Randall not falling for it in that one. Head coach Pete Ashman calling out the plays right now to make some things happen. 15 seconds to go on your shot clock. Here comes Miles. Can they get on the board first? Here's Harris, averaging almost 18 points a game. She will swing it over to number 0, Falia Green, and there's a foul on the floor. Foul will be on number 15, Jasmine Grayson, senior out of Savannah, Georgia, by way of Oak Grove High School.
You know, this is the first game in over a week for both teams, and you're seeing both teams trying to kind of struggling to get out of the gates early, so it'll be interesting to see who, gets on the board first here.
Absolutely. Of course, both teams, not only trying to get out of that groove, but really get into a groove first and foremost, and sometimes you got to get your legs back under yourself, especially after being off for so long. And don't forget, these young ladies, not only
They've had basketball in mind. They also had to knock out those finals as well, as Harris pulls up for three, and it's good. Ringing up from downtown for the leading scorer of Miles. But on the other end, Benedict will get on the board. That's Randall. So we've got a 3-2 score right now, 7:35 to go. A quick timeout was called by Coach Pete Asman. I guess yeah, so quick, we're definitely still going to stay here or whatever in that situation. But, yeah, with Coach Pete Asman, apparently he didn't see something he liked on after they scored their first bucket and then Benedict scores theirs.
Absolutely. I mean, again, we talked about these teams hadn't played since I think both their both last game was December 5th. So 10 days later, these teams are trying to find their legs, find their groove, and really early, if you're making all these turnovers, all these mistakes, you want to correct it quickly before it becomes a habit in this contest.
So taking a look at the Miles women's schedule, so their last
I forgot
SIAC
Miles
game
did play an exhibition against. Yeah, go ahead.
They played an exhibition game against UAB in which they fell 88-49 only 2 days ago. But prior to that, it was 8 days.
Right.
And we talk about basketball, but also don't forget we had finals as well for these young ladies. So a lot of things going on, you know, especially in the world of being a student athlete. I definitely remember those days. I was so happy to get that stuff done and over and out of the way for sure.
Never a student athlete, but I remember just working hard during those finals week. It can be super stressful.
But, hey, you also work in athletics, so you know the other side of it
right.
as well. All right, so here's a possession going over to Ashley. Ashley takes it to the rack. Off the mark. Rebound goes to Benedict. That's Madison Golden coming up with her first rebound, and a three-point attempt is up and off the mark. Taylor Christmas tried to give Benedict the lead. That was not happening. Here's a corner three by Miles Golden. There's, and it's good. Nariah Slayton actually called a 2 on that one, so it makes it 5-2. Miles on top.
And after that first timeout, you see both these teams starting to get it going now, especially Miles with 2 buckets in the last 3 possessions.
Taylor Christmas tries to go inside. Her shot's off the mark, but off the rebound will be number 23. That's Shakira Duncan. It looks like we got a foul, and she's heading over to the free throw line. Tageria Ashley is called for her first foul on the evening. We got a few substitutions coming in, heading to the bench right now. Mahogany Randall. And coming into the game for Benedict is number 2, Sincere Hicks. So at the free throw right now, we've got number 23, and that is Shakira Duncan, 5'10" freshman from out of Houston, Texas. And her first free throw off the mark. 6:45 to play in the first quarter. 5-2 is your score, and it remains 5-2. Big rebound goes to number 22, Imani Williams, the East Tennessee State transfer. She gets it up to Harris. Harris trying to make some things. She's being guarded tightly by Sincere Hicks. Hicks swing it over to Greer. Greer, another one of the leading scorers on this team. Greer swings it over and almost stolen by number 2, Sincere Hicks. But last touch by the Lady Bears, so the ball will go over to the Benedict Tigers.
I think Harris was looking for Greer to go to her left, but instead Harris was coming to help, trying to avoid the trap. Just a little miscommunication by the Golden Bears. They'll get it right next time around.
Unique McKinney checking in now for the Lady Bears. So here's Benedict on the offensive. They go inside to Christmas, and Christmas cannot score. Throw the ball back up to Nariah Slayton. Slayton trying to make some things go, and then Harris tries to throw it inside. Harris comes up with a steal now, gets it over to Slayton. Slayton pulls up. Her shot's off the mark. And we've got a foul on the floor, and the ball will be going in the favor of Benedict.
You can't knock the hustle right now of either one of these teams. Both teams are working hard, just nothing is falling. But I imagine as long as they continue to work as this game goes along, we'll see something going for both these offenses.
Absolutely. Not a lot of scoring so far early on, but a lot of hustle from these two teams. And here comes a little full court trap. Can Miles create a turnover? They almost do right there as Christmas comes up with the ball. She throws it inside. That shot's off the mark. Christmas rebounds and goes back up. Looks like she was tapped on the arm, and she's going to head to the free throw line.
That's a good way to try to get your team on the board, head to the line, and do it from there. Christmas is a 52% free throw shooter. Still young in the season, 15 to 29. So.
And it wasn't that long ago that Christmas scored 17 points and 5 rebounds, 2 steals and 2 assists against Kentucky State on December the 5th. So Christmas goes 2 for 2. She makes it a 5-4 game with 5:50 to go in the first quarter. And with a name like Christmas at this time of the year, you will know for sure I will come up with all kinds of slogans by the end of this broadcast.
See, I was trying my best not to be punny when it started, but, you know, if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it too.
All right, sounds good. On the other, there's a big block right there by Miles. So on the run now, here comes Harris. Harris takes it all the way to the rack. Her bucket is off the mark, but foul on the play. She's going to head to the free throw line.
Harris is going to be the engine that gets this offense going for Miles. Harris, a 17-point game, basically an 18-point per game scorer, high-volume shooter. She's the assist leader. She does a lot for this team.
First shot is off the mark for Harris. She's got one more coming up.
Harris came in a 79% free throw shooter. So if you name it, she does it for this Lady Bears team.
1 for 2 on the trip to the free throw line. She makes it 6-4 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. We're live here inside of the Knox Wyndham Gymnasium on the campus of Miles College as the Lady Bears take on the Tigers of Benedict. It's an all-purple and gold affair. Lady Bears wearing the gold, while Benedict is wearing the purple. Benedict going inside, number 40, that's Amaya Gallman, has the ball knocked out of her hands and out of bounds.
That was a good job by Unique McKinney to knock that ball out of the hands of the opponent there.
15 seconds to go on the shot clock. They're going to try to work it inside. Instead, Randall's going to take a deep three-pointer. It is off the mark into the hands of Harris. Harris comes up with another rebound. Real good look right there by Randall. You know, she was trying to pull her inner Steph Curry on that one. But when you're wide open like that, you take that shot majority of the time. Here on the other end, it's Miles. The shot is off the mark by Slayton. Rims in and out. Goes back over to Madison Golden coming up with a rebound. Golden now running the offense. Should be guarded tightly by Harris. Couple of subs coming in for both teams at the next stoppage time. Here's a three-point attempt by number 4. That's Jasmine Golston. Her shot's off the mark. Randall gets the rebound. Back to Golston. Her shot's off the mark again. Back-to-back three-point attempts. Same result.
Interesting fact about Golston, she's taken now 75 shots on this season. 65 of them have been from 3. So she is a three-point gunner for this Benedict team.
So basically, in a nutshell, for Miles, they can't let her get hot.
Absolutely not.
All right, missed shot by Miles. Goes back over to Benedict. Benedict comes into this game 3-6 on the season, 1-3 in SIAC play. They represent the East, while Miles is 5-2, 2-1 in SIAC play by way of the West. It looks like we got a jump ball. Possession goes back over to Miles, Lady Golden Bears.
That was good work by Slayton to force that jump ball, and like you said, possession arrows in favor of the Lady Bears, so they'll have it here. 3:48 to go in this first quarter.
Checking into the game now is Kelly Finkley and Madison Lee for the Lady Bears. 3:48 to go in the first quarter. We got a 2-point game in favor of Miles College, and Miles almost loses possession. Got to get the ball across the court, and they do. Slayton gets it in her hands. She will kick it over to Kelly Finkley. Finkley trying to make some things happen as 12 seconds on the shot clock. Quickly over to Imani Williams. Williams gets it back over to Finkley. Finkley over. Shot in the corner goes over to number 5, Madison Lee. She shoots an air ball. But ball goes out of bounds. Possession will remain with the Miles College Lady Bears. 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. Can Miles dial up something real quick? Ball goes in the hands of Lee. Lee pulls up. Her shot off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds, and they say last touch by the Lady Bears.
So when you're in this spot in the rotation here for Miles, you have to wonder where the offense is going to come. Harris, Randall, and Greer, your three leading scorers, are all on the bench right now. So one of these rotation players is going to have to step up here for the Lady Bears.
Miles showing a little full court press right now, trying to turn maybe a little defense into offense, but Benedict is able to break the press as we approach the 3-minute mark. I want to thank you for joining us here on HBCU League Pass Plus by way of BCSN. Mo Carter and Nick Finch on the call today here inside of the Knox Wyndham Gymnasium as the shot clock is winding down. Here's a wild shot, air ball off the mark. We've got a shot clock violation. That last shot was taken by number 10, Amaya Ashby, and it hit no rim on that one. Ball goes over to Miles College.
Ashby felt the pressure of the expiring clock and fired a little too hard.
And then Ashby almost comes up with a steal, but the ball goes back in the hands of Finkley. Finkley will kick it over to Imani Williams. Her three-point attempt is good. No, they're saying it's a 2, so the long 2-point attempt is good by Imani Williams. So there's some of that offensive production you were talking about. On the other end, Ashby pulls up for 3 way off the mark. Rebound, though, by number 23, and that's Shakira Duncan, and she is money inside the paint.
Shakira Duncan did a good job cleaning up the glass for her teammate.
Full court press coming up, and Miles beats it down the floor. Look contact. Madison Lee's shot, though, is off the mark.
It's rare that you see dueling full court presses this early in a contest.
Agreed. Here's almost a steal by Williams, but she's called for a reach-in.
Foul Miles number 22, Imani Williams, the first team's fourth.
All right, so with 1:45 to go, we've got an 8-6 game here inside the Knox Wyndham Gymnasium on the campus of Miles College in Fairfield, Alabama. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock for Benedict. Benedict swings it over to Amaya Gallman. Gallman trying to look inside, has no luck. And we got a 5-second call. Ball's going to go back over to the Lady Bears.
That's right. When you're closely guarded, you have to move that ball quickly. The Tigers did not there, and it's going to be a turnover.
1:35 to go on the clock. Finkley bringing the ball up, and here comes that opposing press that you were just talking about. But they are able to break it, even though Benedict tries to get some corner traps. Ball is tipped out of bounds by number 11, Adaya Owens. 5'9" freshman out of Spartanburg, South Carolina, High Point High School. Substitution coming in now for for Benedict. That's number 1, Courtney McClaney. 5'10" freshman from Buffalo, New York. I can't imagine what the weather looks like up there right now.
You know, about a month ago, it was that was so bad they had to move a football game. So.
I do remember that. Here's a spin. Here's a shot. It goes up. It's off the mark by Kelly Finkley. Rebound. Shot attempt no good, but Miles is going to the free throw line.
They're expecting 9 inches of snow for the Dolphins.
All right, so I was just informed that Buffalo, New York is now expecting 9 inches of snow on this weekend when they take on the Dolphins. So can Tua Tagovailoa deliver them a victory in weather that he's probably never experienced in his life growing up in Hawaii? I'm not exactly sure.
That'd be a negative. Hard.
All right, so during that free throw attempt, Miles went 1 for 2. Here on the other side, here's Benedict. Deep three-pointer off the mark by Adaya Owens. Rebound goes up. Rebound goes to Miles. Gets it back up court. Kelly Finkley. She's got the ball. Being closely guarded. Goes behind the back by Owens. But her shot is blocked. 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. 9-6. Lady Bears on top.
That was a strong move by Finkley. Just couldn't finish there, but a great hustle and effort by the freshman.
Jasmine Grayson running the offense now. Tries to get a pick. Then she picks up a dribble, and she just throws it away. Imani Williams Now on the steal. Can she take it to the coop? And she does. Monty Williams with the easy bucket. Extends the lead to 11-6. 15 seconds to go. And we got a double dribble traveling. Ball goes back over to Miles College.
What effort by Williams. Nice Euro step to get herself some room for the layup. And then good job by the Miles defense to force turnover. 13.6 seconds, a chance to go up by 8 here. I mean, by 7 or 8 here to close the quarter.
A pair of Lady Tigers coming into the game. We've got Sincere Hicks and also number 13, Taya Gaddis, checking in. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter, 11-6. Finkley, she will try to kick it back out. Here's to Daria Ashley, throws to the three-pointer at the buzzer, off the mark. And that's how our first quarter will end. So, at the end of the first quarter, we've got a tight game between the Lady Bears and the Lady Tigers. Your score, Miles 11 and Benedict's Lady Tigers 6. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. You're watching Miles College basketball right here on HBCU League Pass Plus.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
At CDW, we get speed as the new currency of success.
Our team spends way too much time tending to outdated applications and software when they should be focused on driving application agility and innovation.
CDW Amplify Development Services modernizes software and application development to help accelerate innovation and digital transformation.
So you mean building new applications, UI, and mobile interfaces?
Well, you said you needed to innovate more quick.
Hey, welcome back to the Knox Wyndham Gymnasium on the campus of Miles College in Fairfield, Alabama. For Miles College women's basketball, they take it on Benedict tonight. Mo Carter and Nick Finch on the call. 11-6 to begin the second quarter here. Going inside is number 13, Taya Gaddis, but she loses the ball, so Miles will get the ball off a turnover.
I wonder, even though she had the turnover at the end of it there, she did a nice little head fake move to get the cut through the lane to even have an attempt for a layup. So I wanted to just give her a compliment on that because that was a sharp move, sharp basketball move by Gaddis.
Here comes a little bit of half-court pressure you were talking about during the first quarter, and it results in a steal for Benedict College. Right now the ball is in the hands of Madison Golden. Golden pulls up for 3 now. Hits the back iron off the mark. Rebound goes over to number 15. That's Grayson. Grayson gets it back over to Golden. Tries to throw it inside, and the ball is stolen by number 24, Daria Ashley. And looks like they'll get Gaddis for a foul.
Yeah, Gaddis tried to get over to keep that possession with Benedict. They got called for the reach-in.
A little bit more of that pressure now. Nick, what are your thoughts about like this early game pressure?
Well, one thing it does is it doesn't allow Amaya Harris to get any rhythm because she's too busy worried about getting the ball across court. You got a near 20-point game scorer, and you're keeping it out of her hands for the most part before she can set up the offense.
Here's the pull-up jumper by Ashley. It's off the mark. Rebound goes over to Benedict. Benedict swinging it around to Golden, and Golden takes a few extra steps, so ball will go back over to Miles College. All right, let's take a look at some stats from early on right now. Harris is tied with Amani Williams as the leading scorer for Miles. They both have 4 points each. On the Benedict side, we've got 3 players with 2 points in Randall, Christmas, and Duncan. Here's Harris running the offense now. She's got 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Harris being closely guarded by Sincere Hicks. Harris pulls up for a deep 3 in the corner, and it's good. Ring it up from downtown for Amaya Harris.
Sincere Higgs did the right thing, defensively sound, but it was just too much room to leave Harris, and she buried that corner jumper.
And here's a little pressure coming up now from Miles as Benedict is able to get the ball across court. They'll swing it across the court to Maya Gallman. Gallman now trying to go inside to Gaddis. Gaddis turn around, shot off the mark, but Golden's shot, when she gets the rebound, she gets the shot, it's good, plus the foul.
Fantastic effort by Madison Golden following that shot, getting to the right spot to get the putback and a chance for the old school three-point play.
Checking into the game now is number 3, Mahogany Randall. It will be, I guess we need to keep an eye out on that matchup because most of the time in the first quarter, Randall was guarding Harris tightly. So let's see if she'll continue to do that.
And that's a matchup between the two leading scorers for both these teams.
Exactly. That's why we definitely need to keep an eye out on that one. Here's the free throw attempt. Three-point play will not be completed by Benedict. And there's a little scramble on the floor. It looks like the ball will go to official. Oh, ball saying official saying it's going to go over to Benedict. Foul on the play. Number 20, Aliyah Postma, who literally just checked into the game for Miles.
That way to get on the stat sheet.
So new possession goes back over to Benedict. Here's Christmas. And we got another whistle on the floor. 3-second violation.
That was a very fast 3 seconds.
Very fast 3 seconds. Head coach James Rice just shaking his head. Shaking his head along with a, come on, ladies. We know better than that. There's another foul on the floor.
Foul minute number 2, Sincere Hicks. It's her first, team second.
Sincere Hicks coming up with the foul on number 20 of Postma. So taking the ball out will be Falia Greer. Greer gets it over to Postma. Postma, little floater in the lane, off the mark. There's a scramble for the rebound, and it looks like Gallman comes up with the rebound. She'll get it up to Golden. And a ball goes out of bounds back over to the Lady Bears.
It's funny, Postma was directing traffic, and then the Benedict player cut right behind her. Thankfully, as far as Miles is concerned, the pass couldn't be completed. It's a turnover here for Benedict.
7:30 to go in the second quarter. Miles College on top, 14-8. Here inside of the Knox Wyndham Gymnasium, Mo Carter and Nick Finch on your call tonight. We want to thank you for joining us here on HBCU League Pass Plus and BCSN to see the Lady Tigers and Lady Bears go head-to-head tonight in this mid-December matchup. Here's Postma. Here's the floater. It's off the top of the backboard and off the mark. Rebound goes to Randall. Randall swings it over to Golden. Golden will try to drive inside, but she'll loses the ball, kicks it back over to Randall. Randall takes a three-pointer. It hits the front rim and bounces out of bounds. Ball goes back over to Miles.
Madison Golden, the senior from Irmo, South Carolina, not afraid to put the ball on the floor and take it to the hoop. Just couldn't finish the play there.
Here's Postma bringing the ball up court. Gets it over to Daria Ashley. Ashley tries to dish it inside. Ball gets turned over, and the ball will go back over to Benedict.
Postma standing at 5'5", needed to be about 5'8" or 5'9" to complete that pass inside.
Little half-court pressure coming from Miles, but Benedict gets it up court to Christmas. But Christmas can't get the gift of scoring on that play.
You beat me to it.
I got you. I'm up 1-0, people. 6:30 to go on the clock. Miles on top, 14-8. Approaching the 6-minute mark in the second quarter. And right here, we got the basketball, everybody.
You saved my life. My hands are full right now. You literally saved my life.
Yeah, Nick's hands are full. He's got a whole laptop in his lap. I got you, man. I'm going to make sure that the ball doesn't hit you or it doesn't hit the laptop. I'm not exactly sure which one would do more damage.
Me. I mean, I need my face. Computers can be replaced. My face is, I have that forever.
I got you. All right. All right, here we got a foul on the floor. Looks like Falia Greer will be called for the foul.
Foul miles number 0, Falia Greer, to the first team, second.
Coming to this game, Greer averaging 10.7 points per game, 4.9 rebounds. Her season high was 19 points and 8 rebounds against Clark Atlanta a few weeks ago. In her last outing, she had 12 points against Savannah State. Last outing, by May, I mean her last conference outing. So here's some defense being played well right here by the Lady Bears. Number 23, Desiree Randall, coming up with some tough D on the play.
I'll tell you one thing, both these teams are playing physically and they're playing hard. Neither team wanting to give an inch in this contest.
Absolutely, and here's a steal right there. That's Randall coming up with the steal. She'll get it over to Postma now. Postma running the offense with the quick dribble drive, tries to take it to the rack. Oh, misses the layup, but she's heading to the line.
I'll tell you one thing, Postma is a 5'5" freshman, and she is playing with no fear.
She's definitely playing with upperclassman confidence for sure. So here's Postma coming up to the free throw line. Here's our first free throw attempt. It's up, and it is good.
This is Postma's first free throws of the season.
Not a bad time to make the first one.
Right.
Can she make it 2 for 2? And she does. 16-8 is your score now. 5:45 to go in the half. Miles College now on top by 8. And, Nick, here it is again. We're getting that full court press.
As part of that not wanting to give an inch, both of these teams want to make every bit of offense generated work for.
Gallman gets it over to Randall, and Randall takes it literally from half court all the way to the goal. She misses on the layup, but she draws a foul. She's heading over to the free throw line.
You know, I think that was one of those calls where you feel like you have to blow the whistle because you hit the ground hard, but I think every bit of contact was initiated by the attacking player there.
Now, I will tell you this. I'm wondering if the Miles College defense was looking like, how did she get here from this point to that point?
Yeah, Randall
she flew from half court to the goal.
Yeah, she absolutely exploded. I'm not even sure she took 5 steps from the time she was at the half court to going to the free throw line.
Here's the first free throw attempt. Hits the front iron. It's off the mark. Coach James Wright talking with one of the referees, trying to just make sure that whatever he's talking about is good and A-OK to go. Doesn't look like any animosity between the two. Just a little understanding, and he says, hey, you know, just speak up when you need to talk to me.
It's like a little conversation between players and coaches. Everything getting under control here.
His second free throw attempt, and it's good. (16-9) is now your score. 5:32 to go in the second quarter. Miles College, the Lady Bears, they're on top. Here's Postma taking it to the rack again. Her shot is off the mark, but there's a big rebound right there by Desiree Randall. She'll kick it out to Williams. Williams pulls up, shot off the mark. Rebound goes over to Christmas.
Christmas presence is a present down in the paint.
And was.
That's 1-1 now.
All right, so here's Gallman. Gallman will try to kick it out, and they're saying turnover goes over. Turnover goes back over to Miles. Sorry for the awkward pause. We had a whole lot of people moving in front of our vision, and we were trying to see who had what in those situations.
I think the funniest thing to me was both of us were trying to use our journalistic instincts to figure out what Coach was saying right here a little while ago, trying to figure out what he was arguing and complaining about.
Yeah, because his back was to us, so, you know, it's not like we could read lips in that situation.
But we're both trying to listen very intently.
Correct. Here's Postman now putting the moves on the defender. The shot goes up, and it's good. Postman with the floater. We knew for sure she's got that confidence for sure. And there it is. She makes it 18-9. And Postma comes up with another steal. Can she get two more? The answer is no, but a rebound to Imani Williams, and she gets it. Bucket right there. 20-9 is your score.
All right. So I got word on what was going on.
Here's another turnover. Imani Williams in front of everybody. She's going to try to haul it down and slow it up. Here's the pull-up jumper right there, and it's off the mark by Desiree Randall on that one.
Randall thought about it just a little bit too long. Hesitated, might have cost her on that.
I mean, Coach Asman was like, take it. But, yeah, you say hesitation probably got it. Here's Christmas. Can she get a bucket? No, she can't because she called for charge.
An attack like that gets you put on a naughty list this time of year.
Absolutely. So with 4:03 to play in the second quarter, we got a media timeout. We're going to take it with them. Your score, Miles 20, Benedict 9. You're watching Miles College basketball on HBCU League Pass Plus.
Charmin Ultra Soft has so much cushiony softness, it's hard for your family to remember. They can use less.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft. Holy Charmin. Oh, excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. Sorry.
Charmin Ultra Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more, but it's so absorbent, you can use less, so it's always worth it.
Now, what did we learn about using less?
You gotta roll it back, everybody. We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Knoxville Wyndham Gymnasium on the campus of Miles College. Mo Carter and Nick Finch. Calling women's basketball between the Lady Bears and the Lady Tigers. Lady Bears on top 20-9, 4:03 to play, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. Will remain in possession of Miles College. So on the inbounds now, we've got number 3, that's Unique McKinney. McKinney trying to get it over. She gets to Postma. Postma will be called for carry on that one.
Yeah, that dribble nearly went over her head. That's how hard she threw it down. She got away with one earlier. That time did not.
Hey, guess what we're going to see, Nick?
Full court press.
Yep. These two teams have definitely been showing their fair share of pressure tonight. And we've got a foul on the floor. Jasmine Grayson draws the foul.
I mean, you can't argue the results of it. It's 18 turnovers so far for Benedict, 7 for Miles. So the plan has been working.
Agreed. Agreed. So right now is a 20-9 game. At one point, this game was 14-8. But then Miles went on a 6-1 run right before the media timeout via a bunch of steals. And here's Postma coming on with a steal. She throws the bucket up. It's off the mark, but she'll head to the free throw line. Postma is a hustler for sure.
Hey, you know, coming into this game, she played a total of 17 minutes. And in this one, she has made her presence felt in every single minute she's been on the court.
Here's Postma's first free throw attempt. It's good. 21-9 is now your score, 3:43 to go.
Postma in her 4 minutes so far has 5 points.
Can she get 6? And the answer is yes. Checking back into the game now is number 32, Madison Golden, the senior guard from Irmo, South Carolina. (22-9) is your score. Miles on top. Benedict trying to cut into that lead if possible. Trotter goes inside to Christmas. Christmas backing her way down, tries to get it over to her cutting teammate, and we got a foul on the floor. That cutting teammate was Jasmine Grayson on the play. Unique McKinney called for the foul.
McKinney didn't agree with the call. I didn't necessarily see contact, but, you know, the ref is just a tad bit closer than us, so we'll have to go with what he said.
Absolutely. So with the 5th foul, Benedict will head to the free throw line. Here's Grayson, first free throw attempt, hits the back iron, off the mark.
Rasheed Wallace would say ball don't lie, so maybe it wasn't there.
Here comes the second free throw attempt, and it's good. 22-10 is now your score. Postma pushing it up court, just running through all the defenders, but she throws it away right there. Benedict had numbers for a second. Ball goes over to Golden. Golden getting a screen off of Christmas, taking it to the rack. Her shot's off the mark. Rebound goes to Postma. Here comes Postma, and Miles has numbers. Postma goes behind the back, but then has to dribble it back out because she almost lost the balance with that one. McKinney driving, throws up a shot off the backboard. No good, but there's a foul on the play. Looks like she's heading to the free throw line.
Just good hustle by both these teams. Christmas on the other side, and then on this side by McKinney, drawing contact in the paint, heading to the line, try to get 2 points.
2:54 to go in the half. Your score, Miles, 22, Benedict 10. First free throw attempt off the mark by McKinney. McKinney, a 5'9" sophomore from out of Goodwater, Alabama, a transfer from Southern Union Community College. Here's her second free throw. Here's the back iron. She goes 0 for 2 on that trip.
I've lived in Alabama my whole life. Goodwater's a new one.
Goodwater is definitely a new one to me as well. I've heard of Sweetwater.
Right.
But
Sweetwater's from my neck of the woods. I'm going to figure out where that is.
Yeah, you know, Google is our friend, so you can just let us know where that is at some point in time. As a turnover, gives the ball back over to Miles College. I'll tell you one thing about calling these games, no matter what sport you're in, when we start getting these geography lessons on where people are from, yeah, it definitely can become some fun stuff. Hey, here's a nice pass inside by Miles, but the result is a missed shot. Golden pushing it up court. Here's a deep three-pointer by Benedict. Off the mark. Rebound goes over to Slayton. Slayton gets it up to Postma. Postma's got a 3-on-2 situation. Floater off the mark, but Postma gets her own rebound. Gets it over to McKinney. Postma's going to reset. We've got 19 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Postma making the most of her minutes today, man. I admire this effort tonight from her.
Going inside now is Randall, and Randall will be called for a travel.
It's a good entry pass, and Randall just had to make sure to put that little hard dribble down before she makes her move.
As you mentioned, good point guard play coming from Postma in her reserve role. Usually Amaya Harris would be in, but Coach Asman has decided to keep the rock in the hands of Postma. She's definitely been making the most of it so far. And Postma just called for her first foul.
So I went and looked up Goodwater, Alabama. It's somewhere between Sylacauga and Alexander City over in Coosa County. I probably could count on one hand how many times I've been to Coosa County.
So in a nutshell, you're basically saying it's probably small, unincorporated, / everybody knows everybody type of town.
I think I saw that it had a population of about 2,000 people.
Okay.
1,291 in the 2020 census.
Yeah, everybody knows everybody. For sure, just on a little larger scale. 22-12 is your score. We're under 2 minutes to go. Postma gets it over to McKinney. McKinney will try to swing it over to Randall. Ball goes out of bounds. Ball will remain with Miles. Coach Pete Ashman calling out one of his plays. I'm not going to tell you what it was called for the sake of competition, but they do get it in. Randall drives baseline, goes up, and scores. Actually, that was Madison Lee on that one.
Good work by Lee to finish through contact. You know, a lot of times these days you see all the jump shots and you don't see good physical basketball. That was good work by her to get through the contact and get the 2 points.
Benedict trying to go back inside. Amaya Goldman trying to back down on the defender. The turnaround jumper. It's off the mark. Rebound goes over to Madison Lee. And Lee may have taken an extra step, but they didn't see it. She gets it over to Postma. 1 minute to go in the first half now.
It's only illegal if the whistle blows.
Gotcha. And I'm only saying that because it literally was right here in front of us. Here's Postma for a deep three. Banks it in. The bank is maybe closed, but not here inside of Knox Windham Gymnasium.
The bank window is open. Drive through.
Here's a turnover. McKinney comes up with the steal now. You know who she's looking for, but she cannot get it over. Madison Lee eventually gets it over to Postma. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock, 22 seconds to go on the game clock, about a 3-second difference between the two.
They close it up on her. You think she's going to pull it?
No, and actually it's knocked away on the other end by Jasmine Golson. But Miles would get the ball back. 9.7 seconds to go. 27-12 is your score.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with the clock reset here. I think that should have been they run out of possession. Shot clock violation, that's the word. Why? The phrase wouldn't come to my head for a second. It's just like, what is the term? Shot clock violation.
Because you just didn't want it to happen. That's what it was. You just not want it to happen. So 9.7 seconds to go. Postma will bring the ball up court, being guarded closely. Look for the final shot to come up here, and there's a steal, and we're going to get one final shot. Oh, wait, we've got a foul before the buzzer. Shakira Duncan was the Benedict player who took it to the rack off the steal. Attempted the layup, however, she was fouled before the buzzer went off.
She went down hard. I was wondering if they were going to discuss if it was flagrant or not. It was a pretty hard foul.
Madison Lee is called for the foul. They're putting 0.2 seconds on the clock. As Shakira Duncan, 5'10", the guard from out of Houston, Texas, will attempt 2 free throws. First free throw attempt is off the mark.
As hard as she hit the floor, I'm not surprised if she wouldn't have a little pain in that arm, kind of throwing off her rhythm a little bit.
Here's the second free throw attempt. It is off the mark, and that's how we will end the first half. So after a very interesting start, Miles got out to a wonderful second half stretch and run, and they lead 27-12 at the break. So we're going to take the break with them. You are watching Miles College basketball right here on BCSN and HBCU League Pass Plus. We'll be back a little later to break down what we saw earlier.
Oh, so he's a listener.
To do more at scale, trust CDW Amplified Development Services.
Charmin Ultra Soft has so much cushiony softness, it's hard for your family to remember they can use less.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft. Holy Charmin. Oh, excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. Sorry.
Charmin Ultra Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more, but it's so absorbent, you can use less, so it's always worth it.
Now, what did we learn about using less?
You gotta roll it back, everybody.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit.
Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio.
That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties. Through its programs, Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU. HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
This is Brian Fulford. A.D. Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
T. Madden & Associates is a sophisticated and experienced law firm located in your neighborhood. We're turning injury to cash.
T. Madden and Associates obtained almost $2 million for my injury. They turned my injury to cash.
Now, we can't guarantee how much your injury is worth, but we've recovered millions for our clients.
Call T. Madden & Associates at 833-PAID-123. That's 833-PAID-123.
Some carriers will give you just one measly entertainment subscription. One is no fun. With Verizon, there's up to 7 entertainment subscriptions with your unlimited plan. That's 7 times the... 7 times the... No! 7 times the... Music, gaming, Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus, and more. That's 7 times the entertainment! Because everyone deserves better. And with plans starting at just $35, better costs less than you think.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
At CDW, we get speed as the new currency of success.
Our team spends way too much time tending to outdated applications and software when they should be focused on driving application agility and innovation.
CDW Amplified Development Services modernizes software and application development to help accelerate innovation and digital transformation.
So you mean building new applications, UI, and mobile interfaces?
Well, you said you needed to innovate more quickly.
Oh, so he's a listener.
To do more at scale, trust CDW Amplified Development Services.
Charmin Ultra Soft has so much cushiony softness, it's hard for your family to remember they can use less.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft.
Holy Charmin. Oh, excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. Sorry.
Charmin Ultra Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more, but it's so absorbent, you can use less, so it's always worth it.
Now, what did we learn about using less?
You gotta roll it back, everybody.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit.
Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio.
That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never, ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU. HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite
And welcome back to Knox Wyndham Gymnasium on the campus of Miles College in Fairfield, Alabama, where your halftime score, the Lady Golden Bears of Miles 27, the Lady Tigers of Benedict 12. Mo Carter and Nick Finch on the call right now. Nick, when we kind of take a look at some of these stats, what stands out to you in particular from either one of these squads?
The turnovers that Miles has been able to generate on Benedict has been a really, really big factor in this game. So far, Benedict has 22 turnovers compared to just 11 for Miles. And as a result of that, you see a situation where Miles scored 11 points in the first quarter to 16 points in the second quarter, Benedict 6 in each quarter. So Miles defensively has done a great job keeping Benedict off balance and off schedule, and in turn has helped build a big lead here as we get ready for the third quarter.
And another thing to add to what you were also saying, I mean, take a look at points off of the turnovers. Benedict 2, Miles 19. So 19 out of Miles' 27 points have come off of turnovers. And you and I were talking about this earlier, how both teams were literally putting a lot of pressure on each other with the full court presses, with the half court presses, but clearly it's definitely working in one team's favor and not so much the others.
Yeah, Miles has good enough ball handlers between Maya Harris and Aaliyah Postma, who stepped up in a big way for her team today. We'll get in that in a minute. Between the two of them, they've had a decent guard play to avoid the press, whereas Benedict is kind of pushing and forcing the issue a bit and turning the ball over.
Absolutely. Another thing that definitely stands out to me when I take a look at the stat sheet is the play of Aaliyah Postma this evening. A backup guard, usually plays a lot behind Maya Harris, but Postma's been the one that really has been getting a lot of the work done when it comes to running the offense for the Lady Bears this evening.
Postma's work and effort in that second quarter allowed Miles to give Harris some rest. Postma played 8 minutes in that first half. Harris played 8 minutes in that first half. And Postma, because of her effort, has 9 points, while Harris was 7. So that's the kind of stuff you look at. It's like when your backups, when your reserves can do a good enough job to where Harris doesn't have to work hard and you still have a double-digit lead, you've had a really good day from the bench.
Not a good night shooting for Benedict. You take a look at, their scoring list. I mean, a lot of players with 2 points. Mahogany Randall, she's got 3 points. She's usually one of their top scorers. But that defense, I tell you, from the Lady Bears tonight, have been really keeping a lot of them in check.
Absolutely. You talk about how Randall, leading scorer, averages around 13 points a game. She has 3 in this one, so she's going to have to pick up the pace if Benedict has any hope of getting this road win. It's the last game before the holiday break, so you want to go out on a positive note. Having 12 first-half points isn't the kind of note that you want to go into the break with.
Absolutely. So as we get ready for the third quarter, what do you think were the halftime speeches on both sides?
For Miles, it's don't let up. 15-point lead. Benedict, you've held them to 12 points, so you've got a lead bigger than the points they have. You can't let up, because if Benedict gets hot, anything can happen in college basketball. And if you're Benedict, the halftime message was stop turning the ball over. You can't get anything going if you don't have possession. 22 turnovers isn't going to get it done.
All right, so we're getting ready to start things up in the third quarter inside of the Knox Wyndham Gymnasium. And starting things off will be Miles. They are moving from a right to left on either your television screen or your digital product. And here's a three-point attempt by Falia Greer. Hit the back iron. It is off the mark. Rebound goes over to number 15, and that's Grayson. Grayson dribbling around. She'll kick it around to Christmas. Christmas swings it around to Golston. Golston thought about that three-pointer for a second. Now in the corner, and the ball goes off the hands of Benedict and back over to Miles.
That's a very unfortunate turnover there for Mahogany Randall. She got trapped in the corner. Probably could have gotten it to Golson for a good shot there.
Absolutely. So 9:22 to go in the third quarter. Falia Greer with the ball. She will swing it inside to Ashley. Ashley's shot off the mark, out of bounds. Ball will remain with Miles.
That's a different look from Benedict, an extended zone defensive look, 2-3. It'd be interesting to see how Miles adjusts to that.
Well, you know, the best things about zones is that you can always shoot them out of it, as a shot attempt is off the mark by Ashley. Rebound goes over to Grayson. Grayson and the Tigers offense trying to get something going. For those of you just joining us, yes, both of these teams do rock the colors of purple and gold, as Christmas gets the ball in the paint and scores for Benedict. 27-14 now is your score.
Christmas did the work early to get herself a good run to the rim, and that was a good lead pass to get her open for that layup.
As we were talking about Miles College, they are rocking the gold jerseys with purple numbers, while Benedict is rocking the purple jerseys with gold numbers. Joking around during the pregame saying that this literally looks like an inter-squad matchup because their gold and their purple schemes are similar as well.
It's a fun game if you're a member of Omega Psi-Phi.
That is true. That is true. So, yeah, if you're Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal or Stephen A. Smith sitting back and watching, yeah, you're definitely enjoying that one as the ball goes up the court to Harris. Harris throws it inside, and it is good. Nariah Slayton coming up with the bucket right there.
This is going to have the game where Slayton, and I see Ashley has gotten the ball a lot in the paint.
And there's a 10-second violation. Ball goes back over to Miles. That defensive pressure is definitely starting to get to Benedict.
You got to be clock aware there. And I was getting ready to say Slayton and Ashley are going to be very key here for Miles with an extended zone look from Benedict. Your post players are going to have to step up when they get those entry passes and do something with it. Either draw the defense in for a kick out or go ahead and put it up and get the points.
Madison Golden checks into the game. She'll replace Mahogany Randall as Greer pulls up at the free throw line. Her shot is off the mark, but rebound goes over to Williams. Williams gets it over to Amaya Harris, and she's good from three-point range. Ring it up from downtown once again for Ms. Harris.
Harris, a little space is too much. She is really, really, really good for this Miles team.
Jasmine Grayson gets it over now to Christmas. Christmas being guarded closely by Tadaria Ashley, and almost losing the ball right there. Here's Golden. Being guarded closely by Williams. And here's a steal to Daria Ashley. Can she go coast to coast with a layup? No! Her shot is blocked right there by Golden.
That's good.
To Benedict. Good hustle play right there by Golden. Christmas with the ball. She'll throw it over in the corner to Golston. Her shot's off the mark. Here's a rebound right there by Randall. And wow, shot goes up. And I'm just going to say not the best possession right there by Nariah Slayton. And a foul on the floor will be called on number 22, Imani Williams. Here comes a couple of substitutions in now. Checking into the game now is number 5 for Miles. Number 5, Madison Lee. And checking into the game for Benedict, number 2, Sincere Hicks. Hicks gets the rock immediately, being guarded closely by Amaya Harris. Harris goes inside to Golden. Golden tries to back down her defender. She goes up and around, and it's off the mark. Harris comes up with the rebound. She splits 2 defenders, and she just takes it all the way to the goal, and ball gets knocked off of one of her teammates.
Harris was complaining for a call there. I'm not sure which way this possession is going to go, but I noticed Harris, after missing the layup, was arguing for a call, but it seemed like a better defensive play than it was a foul on Harris.
They're now saying last touch by Benedict, so the ball will remain with the Lady Bears. Taking the ball out is Greer. Greer gets it over to Ashley. Ashley gets it back over to Harris. Harris going to dribble it out. And Harris and her teammate, looks like that was Slayton. They were not on the same page. Turnover on the play. 32-14 is your score. 5:51 to go in the third quarter. We're here inside of the Knox Wyndham Gymnasium. Here's a three-point attempt by Jasmine Golston, and she finally connects from the corner.
Yeah, she's gonna launch him if you give her room. It's a mistake. She's gonna launch it every time she gets a chance.
I think you said like over 80% of her shots have come from three-point range.
Absolutely.
This year.
Yeah, coming in it was 73 shots. 63 were three-pointers.
All right, so here on the other end, that's Sincere Hicks. Her shot is missed. Rebound goes to Christmas, and Christmas will try to gift her team with a pair of free throws.
Very nice, very nice. One thing you want to see if you're Benedict and that bench and that coach is you don't want to see this team become reliant on three-pointers. There's a lot of time left in this game. You have a size advantage in the middle. You need to be getting that ball in the paint, forcing contact. Even a missed shot close to the rim is better than just launching up and missing the three, because you can get this team in foul trouble and get the advantage totally on your side.
Checking to the game now for the Lady Bears. Number 34, Shamaria Gaines, and number 3, Unique McKinney, as the next free throw attempt is good by Benedict. Your score now 32-19. Miles still out in front. No full court press this time, Nick. Here's Unique McKinney, kicks it over to Harris. Harris for three again, and it's good!
I know you're running a zone look, but you can't leave Harris open.
And it'll be interesting to see how long they stay in that zone look, because Miles is knocking down these three-pointers, and the best way to get a team out of the zone is to shoot them out of it. There's a three-point attempt that was off the mark by Golden. And we've got a foul on the floor. Looks like
number 2,
Sincere Hicks called for the foul. And we've got a media timeout, so we're going to take it with them with 4:38 to go in the third quarter. Miles leads 36-19. We're watching Lady Bears basketball here on the HBCU League Pass Plus.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids' apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
That spin class was brutal.
Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on.
What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password? Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
Hey, welcome back to Knox Wyndham Gymnasium, and we're taking a look at some of the last plays by the Lady Golden Bears, like this three-pointer by Amaya Harris. She was money from downtown. The bank was definitely open on that one. Harris starting to get into a groove now, Nick.
Yeah, I think that's the last person you want to get hot if you're Benedict. She's up to 13 points in this one.
And, I mean, she averages almost 18 points a game, but she did have a little double dribble right there, so she's going to turn the ball back over to Benedict.
We mentioned how Benedict wants to keep working the ball in the paint. I think each possession now at this point, if the ball doesn't get in the paint, it's a mistake for Benedict.
Absolutely. So Golden bringing the ball up. And she will kick it over out to Sincere Hicks. Hicks gets it over to Golston, who goes inside to Golden. Golden tries to get a bucket, but her shot is blocked by number 34, Shamaria Gaines. And we've got a foul on the floor on Benedict. Excuse me, actually, we got a foul on Miles. It'll be on Unique McKinney.
Aaron call her for the offensive foul. I was going to say she pushed off there. I saw the 3, and I'm like, the only person that could have been on was Miles, because that was number 2. She pushed.
Here's Christmas. Trying to get it to Golden. Who does? Christmas setting up the screen. Golden with the crossover. Golden to the rack. Her shot's off the mark. There's a little scrum under the backboard, but everybody's A-okay. That is one of the worst places to be on the floor.
Real easy to get stepped on down there.
Yes, real easy. Jasmine Grayson now running the offense. 14 seconds to go on the shot clock, and we got a foul on the floor.
You notice how these last few times down the court, Benedict keeps attacking. The fouls are piling up on him.
Yes, they are. Here's Golden off the inbound. She gets it over to Gallman. Gallman, the turnaround jumper, off the mark. Rebound goes over to Slayton. Slayton gets it over to the point guard, and that is Amaya Harris. What can Harris do on this possession? We'll see in just a moment. They're back in that zone again. Unique in the corner to Slayton for 3, off the mark. Rebound, long rebound goes over to Miles. They get the ball back with a fresh shot clock.
I think it's a dangerous proposition to stay in a zone when you have such a dangerous shooter. A shooter can get lost really easy in this.
Unique McKinney driving and loses the ball. Possession goes back over to Benedict.
And that was a perfect example right there. Harris had Golden out lost the ball. Harris, a little drift over to the left, has an open jumper.
Now we see Miles putting on a little half-court pressure. Ball gets inside to Christmas, and Christmas loses the ball. Gaines comes up with the steal. McKinney ahead of everybody, but the ball is overthrown out of bounds. Back over to Benedict. But good hustle play right there by McKinney. Almost comes up with a steal.
Heads up play by McKinney. Miles tried to push the tempo a little bit. Pass got a little away from Harris. McKinney trying to make him pay for it.
Grayson trying to get it into Golden. Golden was double teamed, and somehow she got the ball. Here's Grayson driving, gives it inside to Christmas. Christmas loses the ball. Ball goes into the hands of Golston. And Golston's ball hits the back rim, goes on top of the backboard, and that's a turnover. Oh, wait, hold on. They're saying there was a foul on the play before.
Yeah, they're going to call 34
that's
Gaines with the push on the inside, and that should be free throws.
Should be, yep. So clearly that foul had to happen somewhere between the bouncing of the ball on the back of the rim before it got to the top of the backboard.
And that's exactly what happened. Gaines was pushing Christmas down low. She actually pushed Christmas into position to get that rebound. They ended up coming off the backboard.
Because clearly once the ball hits the top of the backboard, that's a dead ball. So, yeah, they were looking deep for that one. 35-21 is your score, approaching the 2-minute mark to go in the third quarter. Miles on top by 14. Harris goes inside to Madison Lee, and Madison Lee will score.
Madison Lee.
Now, one thing we want to talk about is as far as this quarter is concerned, it's 10-9 after that turnover. But free throws, 4 for 4 for Benedict. You force the issue at the line, it gives you a chance to get back in the game.
Slayton drives baseline. The baby hook is good by Slayton.
But you have to do your part on the defensive end. That was a good play by Slayton to get that shot up through traffic.
39-21 is your score. Under 2 minutes to go. Miles on top by 18. Here's Golden. Gets it over to Christmas. And we've got a foul on the floor. Are they going to get Gaines again?
Mm-hmm.
Gaines now has 3 fouls really in this quarter.
Yeah, hand checking her. She had her hand on her back the entire time.
Substitution coming in now. That'll be Falia Greer. Greer's going to get Unique McKinney out. Gaines is going to remain in the contest, though.
Gaines is a reserve center, so it makes sense that you don't have to pull her just because she has the 3 fouls. She's playing her role so far in this third quarter.
I mean, clearly Gaines, has not only, accepted her role as a reserve, but she's been doing right in this contest primarily as a defender and guarding Taylor Christmas, who is one of their team, Benedict's, larger defenders.
All
so,
right.
Getting the body on a body has been Gaines' job. 39-23 is your score. Janiyah Silas in the game now for Miles, seeing her first action. Here's Madison Lee pulling up for 3. Off the mark, Greer with the rebound, goes up, shot off the mark, but she does get fouled. She'll be heading to the free throw line.
Foul on Benedict number 40, Amaya Gallman. It's her first, team second. To the line for the Lady Bears shooting.
Amaya Gallman called for her first foul of the evening. 1:24 to go. 1:24 to go in the third quarter. Here's first free throw, and it's good.
That's her first point of the game. She came in as one of the leading scorers, 10 points per game, and Greer just getting the first one to fall for her in this one.
Second free throw hits the back iron, but rebound goes through the hands of Amaya Harris. Back over to Benedict.
This team not out of it yet. I know offense shots hadn't been falling, but I'm telling you, they can continue to get this ball in the paint, do it at the free throw line. There's still a chance for Benedict. Long way to go in this.
I actually like this lineup that Miles has right now. You got both Harris and Postma in the backcourt. By far the two best scorers on the team in it. Can they create opportunities for each other? We'll see as ball goes off the hands of Greer and out of bounds.
I get the desire to push the ball, but, when you have a 17-point lead, nothing wrong with slowing it down a little bit, taking your time, get a solid possession here to extend that lead.
Jasmine Golston checking back in for Benedict. We've seen her knock down the three-pointer from the corner. Here's Golden being pressured, gets it over to Grayson. Grayson gets it up to Christmas. And, could have got away with a travel right there.
No, it looked like she did, but she never picked her foot up. That was actually a really good look from her.
So it was more so the movement that made it look like it.
Right.
All right, so taking the ball out underneath will be Golston. She tries to get it to Christmas, stolen by Madison Lee. Lee has numbers. Lee takes it to the rack and one! Madison Lee with the bucket. Here's a shot for an old-fashioned three-point play coming up in just a second.
Good play in multiple ways. It gets a third foul on Christmas, and it takes Lee to the line, like you said, the old-school three-point play.
With the three-point play, Madison Lee.
Here goes Madison Lee trying to get the and one, and it's good. 43-23 is your new score. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Golden, gets it up to Christmas. Christmas tries to get it back over to Golden and does. Golden's going to get it over to Gray. Gray over to Golston. Golston, the deep three-pointer as she always takes, and it's good. Nothing but net.
Just fired that thing. I think she touched it for 2 seconds and fired it up.
Absolutely. 7 seconds to go. Here's Amaya Harris. 5, 4, 3, 2. Here's Harris for three. Bounces in, and it's good. Amaya Harris with the equalizer to end the third quarter with a three-pointer. So we're going to take a third quarter break right here, everyone. Miles on top, 46-26. You're watching Miles College basketball here on HBCU League Pass Plus.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never, ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app. As we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality.
And welcome back to Knox Wyndham Gymnasium on the campus of Miles College. The Lady Golden Bears on top of the Lady Tigers of Benedict, 46-26. We had back-to-back three-pointers at the end of the third quarter. Ghosted on one side with Benedict, and then Maya Harris with a kind bounce to end the third quarter with a three-pointer, extending Miles' lead to 46-26. Now, Coach Pete Asman apparently did not like the call on that one, and he's now been warned. So now he's got to watch what he says over these next 9 minutes, or he could be teed up.
Yeah, I got to keep his composure. You know, you always want to coach hard no matter how big the lead is, but at the same time, you got to watch what you're saying.
Yes, sir. Jasmine Grayson gets it inside to Taya Gaddis. We haven't seen Gaddis in the second half as much. Gaddis gives the screen. And looks like Gaddis is going to be called for an offensive foul on the block.
Offensive foul, number 13, Taya Gaddis, into her second, team's first.
I thought she had made it cleanly, to be honest with you, Nick, but the officials saw it differently.
I thought so too, but you know, we're on the sideline for a reason.
Yes, sir. Here's Postma pulling up from the top of the free throw line. Her shot is off the mark. Ball goes back over now to Benedict. Hey, Sincere Hicks trying to push the issue. She gets it over to Grayson. Grayson in the corner, tries to throw it inside, and she does to number 22. That's Jenna Wilbon Bowie, who then kicks it back out over to Grayson, and Grayson comes up with a three-pointer.
Miles has to avoid being sloppy here, and look at that.
Oh, very easy bucket right there. Right there by Imani Williams. Benedict got over-aggressive and didn't realize there were two Lady Golden Bears on the backside. But in response, there is number 23. That's Wilbon Bowie with a bucket. 48-31. Here's Postma with the floater, and her floater is good. 50-31.
I get that the pace is quickened, and that goes, but I think that's to the benefit of Benedict, and as soon as I say that, he turned it over.
Here's Greer with the steal, tries to get it inside to Imani Williams. Williams is saying the ball was tapped, but the officials are saying no, it is off of Miles.
I get the desire to want to match the pace for Benedict, but Miles needs to slow the ball down, slow the game down here. It does not benefit them to keep up with Benedict's pace.
No, not at this point, and we're going to get traveling right there by Wilbon Bowie, freshman from out of Georgia.
You know, once we get that ball past half court, slow it on down.
Right. And as I mentioned, you know, Jenna Wilbon Bowie from Georgia, because clearly I'm not trying to say her hometown's name right now.
Nah.
And it looks like a turnover right there as Postma couldn't get the ball fully in her possession. And she tried to throw it back, but she was on the line.
And I'm an Alabama kid. That's like trying to get me to pronounce a Mississippi town. It's like, I could try, but why?
Yeah, we're just going to say that she's from Georgia. On the other end, here's Benedict. Grayson gets it over to Wilbon Bowie. And Wilbon Bowie will be called for traveling.
Yeah, she did a nice little spin move. It would have been a great play if she was a running back. But in this sport, it's a turnover.
Right. You know, it's like she was playing Madden. She hit the circle button, you know?
Right. Does circle still do the spin move in Madden?
I recall, yeah. I'm saying that based off of 2 Maddens ago.
Oh, yeah, 2 Maddens ago, it definitely did. I know that because I played 21. I have 23, but have not played it as much. I got stuck on 2K and really never looked at Madden again.
Man, I understand. Look, I can tell you this. In the NCAA football days, for sure, it was a spin.
Oh, for sure. And I cannot wait for that game to come back out.
Same here. Same here. Here's Maya Harris for 3. It's off the mark this time. Different result than the last 2 times she attempted 3-pointers.
Harris has a shot that looks like it's always going to go in. It's just a pure jumper.
And Benedict did not recognize a mismatch in the paint. Here's Postman now on the fast break, and she scored right there. What I was talking about, though, in the paint, Amaya Gallman, 6'1", had the position on Amaya Harris.
Looks like they might do it again.
Yeah. Here's a 3-point attempt by Golston in the corner, and she connects from 3-point range once again. But Gallman literally had position on Harris. They just didn't see it. That'll definitely be something that's pointed out in the film study next time around. Here's a missed shot, goes back over to Postman. She'll pull up, tries to get it over to Williams. Harris now has the ball. She'll kick it out over to Madison Lee. And Madison Lee knocks down the corner bucket.
That was good ball rotation by Miles to get a good look for Lee.
54-34 is your score. Harris comes up with the steal. She's got numbers, gets it over to Postma. Postma goes off glass, shot off the mark. Williams with the rebound, but turnover, and the ball will go back over to Benedict.
Postma upset with herself. She just went a little too fast, didn't get herself set the way she needed to, and resulted in that shot being off the mark.
6:18 to go in the game. Your score, Miles College on top, 54-34 over Benedict. Christmas pulls it up. She gets it over to Gallman. Gallman kicks it over to Golston for 3 again, but this time she does not connect. Ball goes out of bounds, back over to Miles College.
Golston did a good job of not committing that easy foul that she could have made right there. It was a very disciplined moment from her because I know she wanted to swat down so bad, but she just didn't do it.
Mass sub now for Coach James Wright. Lots of new faces on the floor right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like he's gone with his second unit.
And they get a little pressure. Can he come with the steal? And the answer is yes. And Courtney McClaney comes up with the steal and the bucket, 54-38. Here's Harris trying to break the press, and she does, but she gets caught in the corner.
Yeah, the downside of being a short guard, 5'5", is you're dribbling, you're trying to avoid the trap, and all of a sudden you're in a 3-on-1 situation where nowhere with the ball. Thankfully, it was deflected off a Benedict Lady Tiger, so Miles got to keep possession here.
All right, so here's Greer, and we've got another foul on the floor. Foul will be on Adaya Owens.
Number 11, Adaya Owens.
Her second. Greer will take out the ball under the basket. Easy bucket and one right there by Imani Williams. Imani Williams had the best position in the house. And she was like, give me the ball. And she got it, scored, and she's going to have a chance for the three-point play.
I mean, you called it right on the money. Perfect position. And got the pass and is going to take advantage of it. And took advantage of it. Has a chance to get the three-point play and got it just like that.
Yes, she did. 57-36 is your score. 21-point lead right now for the Lady Golden Bears of Miles College. Hey everyone, don't forget you want to keep it locked here to HBCU League Pass Plus because it's a doubleheader, everyone. So we got not only the women, but we got the men coming up as well. The Miles men will try to end a nice little skid that they're on as they take on the Benedict Tigers, who are 4-4 in the season, 2-2 in SIAC play, coming from out of the East. So that game will come up somewhere around the bottom of the hour. Fingers crossed we don't have a foul fest in these last 5 minutes.
Why would you even say it?
Because I just go ahead and say it to make sure that it doesn't happen.
Oh, so like a reverse jinx type of situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Tadaria Ashley in the paint, and she scored right there. You know, those last couple of Stillman games you and I have done, we've been pretty much on point with those.
I just think you've been playing with fire personally.
Here's Gallman on the other end, and she will score right there. If Maya Gallman in the paint, 59-38, under 5 minutes to go here inside of Knox Wyndham Gymnasium. Mo Carter and Nick Finch on the call. I want to thank you for joining us here on the Black College Sports Network and HBCU League Pass Plus. Bring you all kinds of HBCU action as we got a turnover. Ball will go back over to Benedict. And look, with that being said, we will take a immediate timeout. So with 4:39 to go, Miles College leads 59-38. You're watching HBCU basketball right here on HBCU League Pass Plus.
Charmin Ultra Soft has so much cushiony softness, it's hard for your family to remember they can use less.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft.
Holy Charmin. Oh, excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. Sorry.
Charmin Ultra Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more, but it's so absorbent, you can use less, so it's always worth it.
Now, what did we learn about using less?
You gotta roll it back, everybody.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
And we're back inside of Knox Wyndham Gymnasium on the campus of Miles College. Mo Carter and Nick Finch bring you HBCU basketball between the Lady Golden Bears of Miles College and the Lady Tigers of Benedict. 4:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Miles in front, 59-38. We talked about HBCU basketball going on, but lots of HBCU things going on just in general, no matter if it's basketball or if it's football with the Celebration Bowl happening this weekend as Jackson State tries to complete an undefeated season against North Carolina Central in what will be Coach Deion Sanders' last game as a Jackson State Tiger. Take that how you want it.
Yeah. I was going to say, you know, you've had a lot of opinion on that matter on the internet, but do you know what kind of people haven't commented on that?
Who's that?
Athletic administrators. And there's a reason for that.
True. You know, you want to keep the mess at a minimum. As they
exactly. Yeah, so you let the fans have that conjecture and you leave it to them. Me, you know, assistant athletic director, I'm just going to keep my opinions to myself.
Tadaria Ashley's shot is off the mark as Christmas comes up with the rebound. Ghostin, she's got the ball in the corner being closely guarded by 4 Miles College defenders. There's a scrum on the floor. Ghostin comes back up with the ball, gets it over to Golden. And here's a three-point attempt by Grayson. And Christmas comes up with the ball, but they're going to call it on a loose ball foul.
I don't know if that was much as a foul as it was that we had a slippage there. It seemed Ashley slipped more than she was fouled by Christmas.
It might have just been the way she hit the floor as well.
That's a solid point.
Could have been with that. But, yeah, you know, we talk about that Celebration Bowl coming up this weekend in Atlanta. Should be a good one. Clearly, Jackson State, I think, is a double-digit favorite. However, North Carolina Central embracing the underdog role. I've seen the team in action a couple of times. I mean, they are a solid program. Coach Trey Oliver taking over at his alma mater a few years ago. And, I mean, this team, you know, is looking pretty good. And I'm pretty sure they probably made a phone call to good old Buddy Pugh to be like, hey, how do you feel about being an underdog role against Jackson State or whatever, and how did you overcome it? So I'm pretty sure a phone call was made over to Coach Pugh, you know, just to kind of ask them about it in that situation. So obviously that game will be on Saturday. Televised broadcast on ABC. It'll be very, very interesting. But in the meantime, if you don't want to check out football, that's A-OK because at the end of the day, we've got more basketball here. Clearly, we've got all kinds of HBCU athletic events going on HBCU League Pass Plus and the Black College Sports Network. And we also have a doubleheader right here in the same gymnasium as the Miles College Lady Golden Bears and Golden Bears will take on Allen this Saturday. Tip-off for the women's game will be at 2-1 Central, and then the men's game will be following somewhere around 3 p.m. Central. So we will have those two teams in action this Saturday, and you do not want to miss all the action with that. And then, man, in the new year, we've got all kinds of games going on. All kinds of games as well. Talking to our big boss, Roy Evans, and I mean, the way he broke down a lot of these games, let's just go and just say this. If you're a fan of HBCU basketball, then HBCU League Pass Plus and BCSN are the places you want to check out for all the action.
Just about every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, there's going to be something going on.
Absolutely. 62-38 is your score. 3:24 to go in the ball game.
With a couple of Mondays sprinkled in there too.
Absolutely. Martin Luther King Day, we've got a couple of games, as a matter of fact. Monday, January the 16th. We'll be right here, Kentucky State against Miles.
I guess that'll be us. Yeah, we'll be right back here on January 16th. That's what I mean. Just so many different things going on here at BCSN. It's just a good time, like you said, to be a fan of HBCU sports, HBCU basketball, and I can't wait for HBCU baseball to get going too, in softball.
Hey, I mean, we'll be starting that up, in 2 months?
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. It is coming. And do not forget, you mentioned baseball, the Black College World Series down in Montgomery, and that'll be coming up too. And this crew will be in charge of it as Golden gets the bucket in the paint, and she'll try to get the three-point play to be finished out on this session.
I actually had the honor and privilege of calling the Black College World Series last year for a couple of games. I did play-by-play for, I think, 3 or 4 of them, and then on-field interviews for that championship game. So really excited to get back down there for that event. It was fantastic. Everything top-notch. Enjoyed it. Obviously, I think we did a great job with Black College Sports Network to present that in an online format as well.
Let me ask you this. So, I used to work in Montgomery and work for Alabama News Network down there. Covered the Montgomery Biscuits at Riverwalk Stadium many days. What are your thoughts about Riverwalk Stadium, considering the fact it used to be an old-school train depot back in the game?
It's so cool. Because they have where the train used to be, just being in that stadium was so cool. Being on the field, everything about it was really just a fun experience for everybody involved.
Good deal. Yeah, I've done a lot of games over there. Yeah, I used to always like that old school train depot feel as well. And then, the fact that, you in a city like Montgomery, the civil rights capital of the world, and hey, we're going to take another media time out right here on HBCU League Pass Plus, so stay with us. We will be right back.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
That spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
It's something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
And welcome back to Fairfield, Alabama. Miles College, Benedict, the women going head-to-head with 2:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Miles on top, 62-40. Mo Carter and Nick Finch on the broadcast right here as a three-point attempt is off the mark by number 23, Shakiria Duncan, and we got a tie-up on the floor. Possession arrow goes back over to Miles College.
We talked about how Benedict needs to take a little bit better care of the basketball, get the offense going. You go 6 points in the first, 6 points in the second. Then you go 14 points in the third, and now so far 14 points in this fourth quarter. So good job turning the offense around.
Yeah, Benedict has definitely, done their fair share of scoring in the second half. It was just that first half that they just couldn't get much going.
A little shell shock coming out of the.
And here's a turnover right here by Miles, as we've got a lot of reserves in for Miles. Kelly Finkley in for Miles. Tamisha Staton in for Miles. She's from Pleasant Grove, literally right down the road from here. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't supposed to be a shot attempt, but on the inbounds, the ball did hit the rim. Also in the game now, Janiyah Silas, freshman guard from out of Huntsville. And here comes a mass sub now for Benedict.
Looks like coach is going to go back with the starting unit.
Try to get something going. Amaya Ashby is in that unit amongst all the other starters.
I think the only person who didn't come back in the starters was is Randall. So Ashby's in place with the Randall, but I think everybody else is a starter.
Daria Ashley, she's got the ball. She wants to go inside the games, and Ashley will be called for travel. So as we approach the 2-minute mark, I know this is basketball, but I got to bring this up, Nick. We were talking about HBCU athletics and aesthetics, as our friend Dr. Kenyatta Conville always likes to talk about. Right now, there are a lot of HBCU football coaching jobs open, which I'm very surprised with the early signing period coming up next week, really.
Right.
So I'm very, very surprised as Golston pulls up for three, and she connects once again. Jasmine Golston now has knocked down 4 3-pointers. I'm trying to get to my list. I had it on my phone early, and obviously I have now probably yeah, here we go. So, yeah, there's a lot of head football coaching jobs open as Finkley will score right here. But, yeah, just running down it, Albany State, Bethune-Cookman, Bowie State has an interim, so you have to still say it's an opening. Delaware State, I think they're close to hiring a person officially. Jackson State was on the list, but they decided to promote T.C. Taylor to the head coach position. Mississippi Valley has an opening because Vincent Dancy is going with Coach Sanders to Colorado. Morehouse has an opening. Arkansas Pine Bluff has an opening. And most recently, North Carolina A&T has parted ways with Sam Washington. So now they've got an opening. So, you work with athletic administration or whatever. Is this a good or a bad thing to really be having, openings in most of these money-making sport? Well, the money-making sport for majority of these schools at this time of the year.
I would say it's good if you don't have the right person in the position. You don't want to hold on to a coach who isn't your future. And if you know that, doesn't matter what time period that you get rid of that person. If you know that person's not for your future, they have to go. And, you can't be afraid of not having the person in for the early signing period. You just have to hope whoever you do get in there is ready to roll and have something in place by February.
It's a good point. I mean, clearly, the early signing period benefits more of the Power 5 and Group of 5 conferences more so than the FCS and D2 levels. But every once in a while, you do get some guys who do come through during that stint. It just kind of depends on where the programs are in that scenario. As Christmas knocked down the free throws recently, 64-45 is your score. And we've got traveling on the floor. Jada Colley, another one of the freshmen from out of Huntsville, Alabama, on the turnover. So, yeah, I'll be interested to see, like, how quickly can a lot of these programs get their head coaches in place.
I was going to say, like, a program like Albany is in a good spot. So, as far as the talent that's on that roster, so I think that will be quicker than others. So, it'll be interesting to see who goes first.
Agreed. Here's the foul on the other side. Grayson drawing the foul. I mean, I'm taking a look at, these jobs. I mean, Albany is definitely going to be a job that the grass is definitely greener on that side of the fence. Bowie State, I think, is still a solid HBCU job as well. And I'd probably say, even though North Carolina A&T is moving to the CAA, North Carolina A&T, especially in this last decade, has been one of the premier HBCU football programs. Don't get me wrong. They're about to go into a conference with a lot of competition. But I do think the person who will have to replace Sam Washington, they've got their work cut out for them, but they're going to have a lot of talent.
And I'm going to say the only downside to the Albany State and the Bowie State is, being in that Super Region 2. Getting to the postseason itself is difficult, but if you are ready to rise up to that challenge, those are fantastic jobs, and you're going to always have a competitive schedule to deal with every single year.
Absolutely. Final seconds of the game. We're winding down, and that is your final buzzer. So, at the final buzzer, it is the Lady Golden Bears of Miles College, victorious tonight by a final score of 64-46 over Benedict. In just a few moments, we'll have head coach Pete Asman here to talk with us about this contest. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break. When we return, we'll talk to Coach Pete about his team's victory tonight. Stay tuned.
Charmin Ultra Soft has so much cushiony softness, it's hard for your family to remember they can use less.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft.
Holy Charmin. Oh, excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. Sorry.
Charmin Ultra Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more, but it's so absorbent, you can use less, so it's always worth it.
Now, what did we learn about using less?
You gotta roll it back, everybody.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
It's like a loop machine.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
That spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
It's like a loop machine.
All right, and welcome back to Knox Woodham Gymnasium, where your final score this evening, Miles is Lady Golden Tigers 64, Benedict 46. We're now joined by head coach Pete Asman of the Lady Golden Bears. First of all, Coach, congratulations on the victory. How do you feel about getting off the losers' side tonight?
I appreciate it. Just wanted to come back and regroup. Thought the ladies played well the other night. Really love a match playing against a Division I team in UAB. But we got back in practice, refocused, and told them we had to get ready for a conference game that really meant a lot to us. These defending champs, so we wanted to come out and pretty much show our worth to the league.
Taking a look at the stats, one thing that kind of definitely stands out to me, points off of turnovers, and your Lady Golden Bears had 33 compared to their 16. A lot of that comes to your team putting on the press early. What went behind calling the fact that, hey, we're going to press these young ladies quick, fast, and early in this game?
We were having a little trouble kind of get going offensively. So, but each game that I look back at that I was studying, we got going offensively. We were able to create a little more pressure and able to get up and down. So I thought that was the game plan going into this game, that we would put more pressure on to kind of get our girls going offensively.
Significant play from your backcourt tonight. Amaya Harris, 16 points, 1 point off of her season average. But coming off the bench, Aliyah Postman, 13 points, and we know that she got a lot of playing time this evening. Talk about her stepping up her game tonight.
I always tell she's a freshman, so she's young and she's growing and maturing. So I always tell my young ladies that don't get as much playing time consistently, just to stay ready. The opportunity is going to come. And Amaya got in foul trouble a little early in the first half, and she was able to come in and give us a spark off the bench and extended her minutes. So she was ready for the opportunity, and she took advantage of it.
Speaking of taking advantage, I talk to coaches about this all the time. You're in that portion where you're out of finals, out of school, and it's just strictly basketball. As a coach, is it easier to get your team to focus on those basketball fundamentals with no school going on?
I definitely think it is an advantage. We take that time out to make sure we're just really working on a lot of the basic stuff, working a lot of the kinks out, because we had the time to do so. Instead of in school, we got to fight with classes and, them having a lot going on in their schedule. So we can kind of really focus on basketball and the things we need to get better at.
Now, clearly, I know you probably have the 24-hour celebration rules, and after that, it's on to Allen. So early thoughts about facing Allen on Saturday here inside of Knox Windham?
Nothing yet. We like to focus on one game at a time. So all the focus really was on Benedict today. Like you said, we're going to celebrate this a couple hours, and then we're going to be in the lab back at it tonight, and then we'll be back at it first thing in the morning.
All right, everyone, we are talking with Coach Peter Asman once again. His team victorious tonight, 64-46 was your final. Lady Golden Bears improved to 6-2 on the season, and while Benedict falls to 3-7 on the year. We're going to have more Miles College basketball when we return right here on HBCU League Pass Plus. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.